And because of these Hamas terrorist attacks, the Israel-Palestine war enters into day 4 now. And there are scary visuals that continue to emerge, both from Israel and also from Palestine, where now Israelis' counter airstrikes are taking place and literally pounding every area there in the Gaza Strip. As they call it, they're attacking the terror hideouts. Clashes in Israel are raging on as Hamas extremists still hold out. The death toll in Israel has now risen to 900, over 2,600 injured. As Israeli Defense Minister orders a complete siege on the Gaza Strip, they are stating there will be now no electricity, no food, no fuel. Israel Defense Forces began the ground invasion of Gaza. Israel's military relentlessly pounds the Gaza Strip, hitting more than 500 targets in the blockade area. Rockets continue to rain on the city of Ashkelon, which is in southern Israel. That is where the main attack by the Hamas extremists had taken place. Now, the latest video has emerged. That is from the Supernova Music Festival. And now, the aftermath of what exactly happened at that festival. The festival where 260 people were killed and what it looked like the day after. Hamas terrorists also seen sailing into the Israeli territory on motorized paragliders. Remember, Israel has declared war on Saturday after Hamas extremists launched one of the largest assaults on Israel in 50 years.
We're currently in the Ashkelon area of southern Israel, and you can hear the air raid siren immediately went off, and moments after that air raid siren, you had a number of rockets that came in and effective countermeasures. Immediately you could hear very effective countermeasures being taken. We rushed to the inside this shelter here. You can see the damage. We left our equipment. Our equipment was on the road. We just left our equipment and ran for safety. As of now, that rocket has been intercepted. No damage on ground, no loss of property. It's over. Okay?
No. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and after that you can go.
Okay, so it's still not all clear. Okay,
2 minutes, 5 minutes.
Okay, so we are being told another 2 to 3 minutes. We need to stay inside, and after that we can come outside. But as of now, all people, just watch, everybody just left their vehicles in the middle of the road wherever they did and rushed to the nearest shelter. That is now standard operating procedure. The situation here in Ashkelon in southern Israel, you can look at the damage. This is a bank, it's a huge bank. The rocket fell very close to this area, and you can see the damage to the bank and the shops all around. In fact, even this shop behind me, you can see the damage that was caused. All the window panes shattered, this shop, destruction immense. But as of now, the effort as far as the locals are concerned, this vehicle, they just left all their stuff, came inside the shelter. That's my tripod, that's my bag. The moment the air raid siren came off, we just left everything and came inside the shelter. Gaurav Sawant in Ashkelon, southern Israel, reporting for India Today.
In fighting Hamas, Israel is not only fighting for its own people, it is fighting for every country that stands against barbarism. Israel will win this war, and when Israel wins, the entire civilized world wins. Israel is at war. We didn't want this war. It was forced upon us in the most brutal and savage way. But though Israel didn't start this war, Israel will finish it. Once the Jewish people were stateless. Once the Jewish people were defenseless. No longer. Hamas will understand that by attacking us, they've made a mistake of historic proportions. We will exact a price that will be remembered by them and Israel's other enemies for decades to come.
I want to assure you that we will defeat terror because we have no other choice. We have no other choice. There are many Israeli and also others from different nationalities which held in hostage. We are committed to bring them back in the spirit of mutual responsibility. We demand the Hamas not to harm any of the hostages. Their safety is their responsibility.
יש לנו איזה 15-10 שניות לרוץ לממ"ד. שמענו אזעקה, ישר תוך 3 שניות אני קמתי מהמיטה, לקחנו את כולם לממ"ד, את אחי קטן בן 1.5 שנה, כולם בסטרס. פתאום אחרי חצי דקה שאנחנו כבר בממ"ד ושומעים בלי הפסקת טילים, שומעים בום, כל הבית רעד. בנס לא קרה כלום לנפשות, אבל כל המרפסת הלכה.
Hamas launched an unprovoked attack against Israel. They fired thousands of rockets at towns and cities, invaded southern Israel, kidnapped civilians, murdered men, women and children. This is the evil that Israel faces. Inhuman actions, unspeakable horrors. Today has been a dark and difficult day in Israel. The fight will be long and it will be difficult, but we will win. We will stand united and we will win. The entire world must stand shoulder to shoulder with Israel as we defend ourselves from terror.
We are evacuating people from that area in the south of Israel to the center of Israel. We are not evacuating people from the state of Israel, especially because this is the only place we've got. We have no other place to go to. We will stay here, we will defend ourselves, and we will win this war against terror.
What we witnessed 2 days ago is the worst massacre of Israeli civilians in Israel's history. This is something that we have never experienced before, and the horrors that we have witnessed, it's almost hard to describe them in words. Now the number of Israeli casualties is more than 700. The number of injured are in the thousands. So we do believe that it's likely that the number of casualties could, of course, increase.
I'm standing right now around a kilometer outside of Sderot, not far at all from the Gazan communities, which we can see in the background. These are the Jewish communities that are surrounding Gaza. We have many of the communities there, such as Be'eri and many others in this area. What is unique about the place that I'm standing is, first of all, it's maybe a 5-minute drive from Gaza itself. And what we see here is the remains of the first entry point into Israel from those Hamas terrorists. This car, if we look at it, came directly from Gaza. This was one of the cars used by the terrorists as they drove out of Gaza. A group of Hamas terrorists massacring Israelis waited directly here at this junction.